Yo guys, what is good? It's your boy John here, back again with another video, and today we're going over one of the most hype collabs of the year. Alright, so I unboxed this the night before because I was really excited to see them in hand. So let's go over to that footage. Let's go. Alright, y'all, we just got a package in the mail today, and this one is a pretty big one, and that's because it comes in a pack. So basically, we're going to do the unboxing today, and then I'm going to do two separate sneaker reviews on each sneaker. But without further ado, let's get this open because I am really excited to check out these in person. Now, this one came from StockX. They did a pretty good job. It seems like everything is here. So we got this huge big box. And then let's put the box down. Wow, this is a heavy box. As you guys see, we do have a shoe box that is a Kith and Marvel collaboration. And yeah, two things that I love a lot, Kith and Marvel. You just got to love it. This is basically in the Marvel Villains pack that they have. Every year, Kith does a Marvel anniversary, and this year they decided to release the Marvel Villains pack. So for this pack, we have two sneakers in one shoebox. As you see right here, we have the Spider-Man pair on the top, and then on the bottom we have the Venom pair. Okay, well actually let me backtrack. So I am not keeping both sneakers. I actually decided to split with another person in a Facebook group that I'm in. So I was the one that bought the box, and I'm going to be shipping out the Venom pair to him. I really want the Spider-Man pair, so since I gotta ship it out, let's look at the Venom pair first. Woo! All right, let's put the Spider-Man pair down. It's a huge box. Okay, so we have the first box in 3, 2, 1. Sheesh! Yes, sir! Wow. As you guys can see, we do have the Marvel Kith Asics GT-2160s in the Venom colorway. And this pair is not bad, not my favorite. I mean, it's an all-black sneaker. However, there are a lot of hints of blue, and there's like a gradient on the side. And I'll talk more about that during my sneaker review, but this one is the one that I will not be keeping. I'm gonna review this one and ship them out to the guy, and yeah, we'll leave it as that. And I unboxed the entire pack yesterday, but in this video I'm going to only be showing you guys half of the clip of me unboxing the first pair, and then the next video you guys will see me unbox the second pair. All right, so we got the whole pack out right now, and I didn't really talk much about it, but can we just take a look at the box? So yes, like I said before, we have the Marvel and Kith logo that shows that they are a collab. On the side of the box, we see this whole design with Spider-Man and Venom, and it says Marvel Villains. So yes, this is the Marvel Villains edition to the Marvel and Kith collaboration this year. And as you guys see right here, this pack is called the Battle Spectra pack, and it does feature the Spider-Man pair as well as the Venom pair. Now this pack is huge, and it did release earlier in August. And for those who were able to cop them for retail on Kith's website, it did come with a comic book. And depending on how lucky they were, some people got a really expensive comic book with a lot of value. Others got more of a general release. My pair obviously does not have the comic book because someone kept it for themselves, but I was able to get this for a cheaper price. The entire pack retailed for a price of $350, and I went for the draw. I did not get a W on that, so I was pretty sad. But nevertheless, I do have them now, and I got them from StockX. Not too much more expensive than what they were going for retail, and obviously that's because of the comic book. So I don't really care about the comic at the end of the day. I just really want the sneakers. But for today's video, we are going to be going over the Venom pair because, as I said when I was unboxing them, that I'm only keeping the Spider-Man pair. And because I need to ship this out, I need to get the Venom pair out of the way so that he can get them as soon as possible. So let's get the box out. And as you guys see, it's a slide box. So it's really cool. Looking at the box, we do have the Venom title from the comic books, and then it's on the side as well. And I love how they made the box with the Venom design to it. I think it's really cool. And then before we go into the shoes, let's actually look at the packaging within the box. So it also comes in this like plastic Ziploc bag that shows their Marvel villains. I know it's kind of wrinkled because it's been stuffed in the box, but this is the little design that they use for this specific collaboration. I don't know if you can see it all that well, but the shoes were supposed to be in here. I guess they took them out during the authentication process. But again, the packaging is cool, but it's not why we're here. So as I said before, we will be taking a look at the Spider-Man pair on another day. And today is the Venom review. So yeah, like I mentioned before, what drove me to buy this pack? Well, first they released in August and they had the whole Marvel Kith collaboration. And anytime Kith does a Marvel collab, I just go insane. I know 2 years ago they had the Spider-Man collab, and this year they had the Marvel Villains one. And they did bring back another Spider-Man themed sneaker. I just really wanted the pack. Now they did have a drawing, and I went for them, wasn't so lucky, and didn't get them. And after a while, I began to kind of grow regretful that I never got the Spider-Man pair. Not to mention that I've never owned a pair of Asics GT-2160s, so I don't really know what they feel like. Now I finally have them, and I don't really care too much about the Venom pair, but there are still so much about this sneaker that I can talk about. They're not too ugly at the end of the day. Not a sneaker for me, but if I, let's say, ended up buying the whole pack, I would have some incentive to wear both pairs. And make sure to stay tuned for my future video on the Spider-Man pair. Like you guys know, I love Spider-Man, and anytime there is a Spider-Man collab with any sneaker, I just go insane, and I love how that pair looks. But still, again, we are going over the Venom pair in this video. So as we take a look into the sneaker, this is a Venom inspired sneaker. Now the Asics GT-2160s have been a pretty trendy shoe this year. Asics overall has just been a sneaker that has taken the sneaker market. When it comes to resellers now, everyone just loves Asics as a brand. Nike, Jordan, Adidas, all those are not so popular anymore. And everyone just loves the Y2K inspired sneakers, especially the dad looking kind of shoes. And the Asics are the perfect example of this. Nowadays, in today's age, everyone just values comfort over aesthetic, so everyone loves how comfortable the Asics are. Personally, for me, I own a pair of Asics Gel Kino 14s. Those are very comfortable. Comparing it with the GT-2160s, I will have to say that the Gel Kino 14s are far more comfortable than the GT-2160s. Now these are slightly more firm, but they're not super uncomfortable to the point where your feet are gonna hurt. This is also another really comfortable sneaker to own as well. It's just in my preference that it was up to me, I would rather own the Gel Kino 14s. And I would say with all the Asics runners, they look very identical to one another, so it's really hard that if you're not into sneakers to even tell the difference between the Gel Kino 14s, the Asics GT-2160s, and then the 1130s. All of them are very, very similar looking in their own ways. It's just a matter of fact of where they're putting the gel technology in the midsole. So personally for me, I'm not all that big of a fan of black sneakers. I just think they look a little awkward on my feet. Anytime that I see black on the uppers of a sneaker, I always would like a white midsole to kind of contrast and to have more of a pop of color to it. But when I see that black midsole, I don't know, I'm not really much of a fan, but nevertheless, this is not an all black sneaker. This actually has so much color to it, and let's talk about it. All right, so starting off with the upper, we do have a synthetic leather in the mudguard. And then in the toe box area, we do have a mesh upper. Now, even though this mesh upper does look slightly black, it is more in this navy blue colorway. And throughout the upper, we do have a lot of white stripes running out, which is supposed to reflect Venom's theme to his design. But as we begin to transition from the front of the sneaker all the way to the side area, we do have a gradient that transitions from black to blue. Now, in the comic books, I believe that Venom did have a little outline of blue in his design. Nowadays, he's more purple. However, I think this blue is a very accurate representation of his older design. Now, I'm just really impressed by the design of the sneaker and seeing so many different stripes and different colors running throughout the shoe, and I feel like this was a very well-designed sneaker. It definitely reminds me of Venom, and yeah, going from the black to the blue gradient was a very smart thing to do with the sneaker. I feel like, for me, I love gradients. They're just so satisfying and smooth, and anytime that they're in a sneaker, I kind of go ham for it. I love gradients on shoes. Now between the toe box and the tongue area, we do have the Asics logo in this synthetic leather once again that is printed onto there. And moving up, this sneaker does include matte black rope laces, but it also comes with additional laces, which I actually also love as well. Now the sneaker also comes with a pair of white rope laces, a pair of blue rope laces that really match the blue to the rest of the color. And then we have another black rope lace, but with little hints of white to them. And I feel like if I were to keep this pair, I would put this color lace in them. I feel like more of that white stripe, more of that white accent would kind of contribute to the whole Venom look. And going over to the tongue area, we have that gradient once again that transitions from black all the way to blue, and it matches the rest of the color scheming of the sneaker. Like the upper, this tongue is made in this mesh construction as well. As we transition over to the top of the tongue, we do have this Asics logo in this puffy print that is on a metallic panel. And underneath that tongue, we return to the black colorway once again, taking a pause from the rest of the blue color gradient. Moving over to the side profile of the sneaker, we do have the Asics logo, which is in black, but it has blue outlines to it. As we move over to the back end of the side profile, we see the GT-2160 embossed into the sneaker in blue. And then as we transition over to the back of the sneaker, we do have a white profile, followed by the Marvel logo in this red puffy print. But if we look into the Marvel logo, we'll see a lot of little white circles, and that's supposed to match the comic book theme that a lot of sneakers love to do whenever there is like a superhero collab with them. And as we move over to the midsole of the sneaker, we do see this gel technology in the back of the shoe, and it is very squishy, very soft. It's what makes this whole sneaker comfortable. And the rest of this midsole is in this jet black colorway, nothing else too much going on here. And as we transition over to the outsole of the sneaker, we do have this black and blue patterning. In the middle of the outsole, we do have this carbon fiber plate right here. Moving over to the inner of the sneaker, we do have a black sock liner. And I hope you guys are able to see this because it's inside the shoe, so I don't know if you guys will get a good view of it. But on the inside, you see a Kith and Marvel tag right there. If I can show that to you clearly. I mean, you're wearing this shoe, so you'll never see it, but you just love the little details when they have the collaboration between Marvel and Kith. But probably the coolest thing about the sneakers overall are the designs of the insoles. And as you guys see right here, both insole designs are different and they both make up this whole Venom design. And that is so cool. Like, look, you literally see Venom right here. I think that having an insole with this much design and this much detail, you really gotta give a lot of credit where credit is needed. And obviously, as you move down to the bottom of the insoles, we do have the Kith and Asics collab right here. But yeah, this is so cool. Very nice touch to the sneaker. And I love how this whole design is made in this like satin material. I believe it's satin or it's either nylon. I'm not sure which one it is, but it's very smooth. It's not like cotton, and it certainly is not foam, but you can literally see how they stitched it into the sneaker. So yeah, for sure, this is a sneaker with a lot of different details to it and follows a consistent theme to the whole Venom design. So once again, we do have the Kith Marvel Asics GT-2160s in the Venom colorway. Again, there's just something about triple collaborations, especially having three brands that are thriving in today's era. I mean, people love Kith, people love Marvel, and Asics are on the rise in their trends. So why wouldn't this sneaker sell out? But yeah, it was definitely nice seeing the sneaker in hand, and I was happy that I got to see the pack as a whole, but unfortunately I will have to be splitting them up. But now I'd like to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts on the Venom pair? Do you like them? Are they nice? Or is this something that you wouldn't wear? And also, if there are any other Marvel collaborations that you've seen with sneakers out there, such as the Spider-Man Jordan 1s, let me know what's your favorite Marvel collaboration. And if you guys liked the video, please give it a big thumbs up. And as always, if you guys want to hear more from me, smash the subscribe button because more will be on the way. Again, these are the Venom Asics GT-2160s, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.